Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am sorry for the last video that I posted that had no sound. Unfortunately, when my computer does an update, it apparently whatever program that I am using wipes off whatever memory that I have or settings or audio settings that I have, and pretty much just makes it non-existent. So I had to fix that. So that is fixed, and hopefully I'll be able to catch this in the future. This happens occasionally when I don't know what happens. It just happens occasionally where I think everything is going good. It's good for like months or weeks, and then it just happens all of a sudden. I don't know why. Anyways, without further ado, let's just get into the actual Norfolk to the Norfolk Southern officials skip East Palestine informational meeting following train derailment. Okay, so yeah, as I was mentioning before this horrible arrive, it seems that there's this company is doing terrible and everything in the word. So it goes on to say that the East Palestine, Ohio, city officials and residents of East Palestine attended a packed informational meeting Wednesday evening to discuss the ongoing cleanup efforts following a train derailment on February 3rd. But Norfolk Southern said its representatives would not attend due to the growing physical threat to employees. So, in other words, it's just like they're more worried about their employees not being able to more worried about their employees than trying to save the actual whole community, which the employee's job is to be there, address concerns, etc., etc. So I don't know what they're doing with this. The meeting was held at the East Palestine High School, but was not conducted in a traditional format with a series of speakers. Instead, multiple tables were set up where residents could speak to different officials about their concerns, with the media held in a separate area, and able to talk to homeowners during the event. News 5 was able to speak with several East Palestine homeowners, while residents waited up to 45 minutes in a line outside of the high school. Rachel and Ryan Diesel have plenty of questions for health and safety leaders. Who can we trust and where do we go from here, Rachel said Rachel. Our most important concern is our health, the value of our home, but the biggest is health first. Jessica Helfley is an East Palestine homeowner and mother of two who explained she and her son are having health issues since the derailment and chemical spill. You can smell an overwhelming smell of those same chemicals from the first night. So this is days after they lifted the evacuation order, said Helpy. I can't even put into words. I was in tears over the headache I had last night, and after those symptoms, I also noticed that I have this rash on my arms that was not here before I came here. News 5 spoke with a Will Harden, Norfolk Southern Senior Director, to get on the latest on in-home testing. So far, over 400 homes have had their monitoring insight from Norfolk Southern. The U.S. EPA said Hardens. I can say all the tests conducted there have been no detectable substances from the substances that were in the derailment. Questionable. Hardin said he believes the remaining 100 homes will all be completed by the end of the week. Meanwhile, Norfolk Southern issued the following statement as to why it decided not to attend the Wednesday meeting. Today, we hope to join local, state, and federal officials at a town hall to update East Palestine community on the steps we're taking to thoroughly, responsibly, and safely clean up the accident site and to provide the latest results from ongoing water and air testing. By the way, guys, this is from the statement from the Norfolk's entire statement on their entire statement. So that's what I'm reading. I apologize, I didn't read that first. At the same time, we know that many are rightfully angry and frustrated right now. Unfortunately, after consulting with community leaders, we have become increasingly concerned about the growing physical threat to our employees and members of the community around this event, stemming from the increasing likelihood of the participation of outside parties. With that in mind, Norfolk Southern will not be in attendance this evening. We want to continue our dialogue with the community and address their concerns, and our people will remain in East Palestine to respond to this situation and meet with residents. Okay. So you guys, what you guys are doing, either you're being cowards and you're not wanting to face the actual backlash of the community people for rightfully being, maybe severely harmed, wanting to have information and, maybe to not be there anymore, or it's a mere fact that you're cowards, again, for not wanting to be in a place that has a lot of chemicals that is very bad for humans or bad for people in general, so you're just not going to risk your employees, because if their employees get sick, you guys get sued as well. So either way, it's not a good look for you guys. We're not going anywhere, says, right, really, you're not. We are committed to East Palestine and will continue to respond to community concerns through our Family Assistance Center and our hotline for citizens to ask questions regarding return to home and health questions. We also plan to look for look for other opportunities to update residents on our actions over the coming days, which have not been good, but all the time bad. So I don't think that is really good. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to read the whatever this stuff is. So, goes on to say from Nick Sorter, the people of East Palestine are pissed off. The mayor is holding a town hall at East Palestine High School, and the people determined to hold the government accountable. I'll be live tweeting the town hall, so stay tuned. First question: why are the people outside of a 1 mile radius from East Palestine getting no support? Answer: because that's what the Department of Transportation told us to do. Great, nice. So don't support your people. That's great. That really makes the people trust you. There are thousands of people from East Palestine at this town hall. They're demanding answers as they don't believe anything the government has told them thus far. That's right. So, guys, don't ever trust what the government is doing because they never really care about you. The least thing they will care about is putting more money into their pockets, trying to control you, and also ruin your lives. That's pretty much their go-to. So yeah. U.S. Congressman Bill Johnson will have found nothing in the air or water that would be harmful. East Palestine resident, you said the same thing about Ground Zero, 9/11 too, and that was a lie. The resident is correct. A little boy from East Palestine asked, "Why can't I play in the creeks and outside of the because of that smell?" Ohio EPA answers, "It's just a mixture of dead fish and chemicals." Of course. The boy responds, "That's not fair. The government is robbing these kids of their childhoods." Norfolk Southern, who caused the East Palestine disaster, decided not to send a single representative to talk to the people. People are living and are helping on refusing the companies 1,000 cold, harmless bribes. Fantastic. So here's the thing. So here's one thing you guys need to understand. The government has done nothing to help these people. The government is leading them to essentially die in the wake of this. The Norfolk Southern is continuing to, Norfolk Southern is to letting their people die. They don't care about the people, and they're even going to bribe them to make them shut up so they don't get sued. And by the way, Biden still hasn't talked about this, so, let this be known for everybody, because Democratic or Republican, that if there is a natural disaster, say a fire or hurricane, tornado, lightning storm that strikes out your entire power or whatever, these would be cold in the winter, the government will not help you. They will feign ignorance, or they looks like they'll try to bribe you, or they just won't talk about it at all. Yes, and you're right. Joe Biden has not said a single thing about this at all. He is completely avoiding the entire issue, and therefore it is a massive problem. So, yeah, this is what you get for trusting the government or thinking the government is going to be good. Oh, by the way, Joe Biden didn't once help Florida, by the way, when they went against him politically. So, obviously, if you're on the wrong side of the political aisle, such as, what Biden is, which might be the reason because Ohio is actually a Republican state, he doesn't seem to want to lift a finger at all to actually help you if you're going against him. So that maybe shows you where he lies. A little bite for your guys' sample here. And we have more a little bit. Officials say East Palestine testing results show municipal water is safe to drink following toxic train derailment. Right, and the fish and the toxic chemicals that showed flowing through the water, or dead fish that are in the water, is considered safe to drink. Right. Again, the government trying to kill people as we see it. And we have this as well, that East Palestine residents question quality of air and water at town hall. So it goes on to say that residents in East Palestine that were rocked by a train derailment earlier this month came together Wednesday night for an open house with local and state officials hoping to get some answers. Residents made their way into visit tables set up inside East Palestine High School, representing groups including U.S. Congressman Bill Johnson, Ohio EPA, United States EPA, Columbia County Health District, blah, 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 and East Palestine officials. A few minutes into the event, the mayor decided to shake things up and said this is not the way that people in the community wanted this to go. He asked residents to go into the bleachers, and a question and answer section began. Questions were raised over the quality of the air and water, which officials said is safe and will continue to be tested. I'm just as frustrated. I live in the community just like you, East Palestine Mayor Trent Conway said. I'm trying to get answers. Good on you for the mayor that is trying to actually get answers and help his people the way he should, the way a leader should. Not so much the federal government because they're a piece of garbage. At that point, Johnson took the mic and said, "Listen, if you got a question for Norfolk Southern, they are not here tonight. My table is right down here. You come down, get one of my cards, and I will take your question. We will respond. I will ask that question on your behalf. You will not go without questions answered." Norfolk was invited to attend, but instead released a statement late Wednesday afternoon stating it would not be represented. Yeah. So, by the way, as I said, don't ever trust the federal government. If you think the federal government is for you, you're sadly mistaken. And Biden may be doing this for political reasons, so don't know, can't really confirm that. I do know he is not at least answering or commenting on any of the issues that happened so far. Instead, he'll start answering about massacre, gun shooting, or whatever that fits his own agenda, rather than trying to help people that are literally suffering right now. So that's the food for thought. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. I apologize for posting the video. The reason why I took it down was because you guys couldn't hear me and you were not getting information. So there was no point in me keeping a video up if you cannot hear me and you're not actually getting information. So I apologize for that. Hopefully I'll be better in the future. Take care.